Hello everybody, I wanted to make a real quick video regarding this this thing that Nintendo happens to be doing with Let's Players on YouTube. I'm not actually this fat, but I do have an extraordinary amount of chest hair. Nintendo has decided to take Let's Players and take away all their money because they're using footage of their video games. Now let me tell you about how dumb this is. Basically, this is the same as painters being, if somebody started taking money away from painters, all your favorite painters, Picasso, Salvador Dali, MC Escher, I'm only naming surrealists because I like surrealists, but basically start taking money away from all of your favorite painters and give it to the people that are making the canvas. Take all of J.K. Rowling's money, all of it, and then give it back to the trees where she got all the paper that she wrote the book on. I mean, honestly, do you tune in to Tosh.0 to see the stupid internet videos that you've probably already seen on YouTube? I watch a lot of those videos before I see them on Tosh.0 because I use YouTube like one would use an actual channel, like a channel that you would turn to if I paid for basic cable, which I don't pay for any fucking cable because Netflix and Hulu is cheaper and I like to choose what I can watch. Chances are whenever you tune into YouTube videos, you're tuning into YouTube videos because of, or whenever you tune into Tosh.0, you're tuning in because Tosh is a internet celebrity. He's a cult of personality is what he is. And so you're tuning in to hear his commentary on the YouTube videos. This is really no different from what the Let's Players are doing. They're commentating on the video game as they're playing it, which is the exact same thing that Daniel Tosh does it. But it's okay for Daniel Tosh to do it because... why? Okay, so that's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb all by itself. That you know, it's okay for people on TV to do it because I guess because they're doing it on a separate form of media. And I think part of the confusion behind this whole thing is, first off, people think that the gameplay footage is Nintendo's property, which, you know, I can arguably agree with. That is, in fact, Nintendo's property, and they are probably well within their rights doing what they are doing. That does not make it morally or ethically right, but that's happening. It's kind of like whenever that oil spill happened way out in whatever fucking state that was, and they paid, the company paid the media to stay the fuck away from the oil spills. However, people still have YouTube, so people are still able to figure it out. And take a lesson from that, all of you conspiracy theorists out there, because basically what I just said is, hey, conspiracy theories can't exist because nobody can keep a fucking secret. Is this a jump cut? Is this what a jump cut looks like? But, basically, it's really, people... whenever you watch a Let's Play video, you're usually watching it because of the cult of personality. Just like whenever you watch Daniel Tosh on Tosh.0, you're watching it because he's a cult of personality. You want to see what he says about the YouTube videos. The YouTube videos themselves usually are not all that funny, and usually I have already personally seen those YouTube videos. Because like I said, I watch YouTube like other people would watch a channel. It's why they call it YouTube channels. And I subscribe to a lot of channels on YouTube. I'm always excited whenever Cinema Sins comes out with a new cinema thing. Whenever Epic Rap Battle comes out with something that's not shitty. Which, that's just my opinion. But I just don't like the vast majority of the raps. But whenever Screw Attack and Death Battle comes out with something crazy, and then He-Man is fighting Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic the Hedgehog is fighting Zeus, and whoever the fuck else is fighting whoever the fuck else. That shit's exciting to me because that's new video, new content. Whenever goddamn Epic Meal Time comes out with another thing that they cooked and then ate in front of me, I don't know why I watch that show, but that shit's exciting, and I watch it like another channel. Whenever people are watching Let's Plays, a lot of times they're watching Let's Plays because of the cult of personality behind it. That's why PewDiePie gets so many views. I mean, television channels, or television shows live and die by their views, their ratings. They live and die by how many people fucking tuned into the show, which affects how much money they're going to get from advertising and shit like that whenever you cut to commercials. So it's complete bullshit to think that fucking YouTube doesn't work the same way. Small screen, big screen, they're all fucking screens, and YouTube works the exact same way. It gives us the power, us as individuals, the power to do anything with YouTube. Look at the amazing shit that the 2012 people did way back when, just with YouTube. I mean, they did a lot of other shit all the way across the planet, but it started on YouTube. It started with just a simple fucking video way back when. We have so much power with ourselves. And to say that those people that are doing Let's Plays should just get a regular fucking job, they already have a fucking job in show business. Why the hell would they go backwards with this shit? I mean, honestly, it's like saying, hey, you know what Daniel Tosh should do? Daniel Tosh should become a cart pusher at Walmart. That's horse shit. He can be way more than a cart pusher at Walmart. He can make me happy, you know? He can take that little bit of comedy that he has and make the world just a little bit less or more happy of a place, you know? A little bit less depressing whenever we know that ultimately we're all gonna fucking die. So we need people like him, you know, in the exact position that he is at. And it's crazy that anybody would think otherwise. The Let's Players that people tune into that get the most views are people like PewDiePie. They're tuning into to see fucking PewDiePie. They don't give a shit about whatever the fuck he's playing. He could be playing with a goddamn rat trap in his house. People tune into PewDiePie's videos, but he's literally not playing anything. They tune into his videos. He has a one special video that he always does called like PewDiePie Does Everything, and he takes random ass comments where people say, PewDiePie, why don't you do anything besides kill himself? And then he does it. He'll act like a whale. He'll act like a dolphin. He'll stand on his head. He'll chuck his own shit at his mother. It doesn't matter. People are tuning in to see PewDiePie. Same thing with Markiplier. And Markiplier has done some amazing stuff. I love watching Markiplier's videos because he has the best reactions to horror things. He gets so fucking scared. And like, honestly, I can't do that myself. I've played every single Silent Hill game, which is supposed to be the scariest game series in the entire series of game series. I've even played Eternal Darkness, and whenever it's not life-threatening, I just don't get scared. Noises, shit like that, unless I see an enemy and it's coming at my fucking face, I don't get scared at this shit. So with him having these really good reactions, I love watching his channel. It's just great. And Markiplier's done some amazing shit. Markiplier has regularly raises like $20,000 or more for charity in his live streams every single month, and you want that motherfucker to get a real job? Fuck you. He needs to be exactly where he is, because he is the pinnacle of what people can do whenever they are just given the power of the small screen, the smallest screen, the computer screen, and the power of their hands. If it's a little bit too windy in this video, then and you can't hear me, then I'll try to redo it later. But holy shit, these are the worst opinions. You are incorrect. Whenever people tune into Critical's channel, his channel name, his screen name, Penguins with a Z. Whenever people tune into his shit, it's because he's a cult of personality. They don't care what the fuck he's playing. I watched him play Soda Drinker the other day. You know what the mechanics of the game are? Somebody drinks soda. you advance to the next level whenever you're out of soda. That's the game, and I was watching him play that shit because I love Critical, and he donates 100% of his proceeds from his YouTube channel into charity. So we've got PewDiePie, Markiplier, Critical. That's just 3 people right off the top of my head that do incredible things with their YouTube channel, and people think that. People think about Let's Players the same thing that people think about dubsteppers. A lot of people don't like dubstep because they say, well, it's not real music because it's not played with a real instrument, which, fuck you. Stomp has been playing with just random objects, and they're a very famous band. I watched them play live whenever I was a kid. Stomp has been playing with random objects for a long fucking time. And those are definitely not musical instruments because they're just random shit. Every single time somebody drums on anything besides drums, and they manage to make music, they're not making that music on a musical instrument, so fuck you. But basically, people don't like dubstep because they think that basically they press a button and that says make music, and then it makes music. They don't realize that they're sitting there for like tens of hours cutting together little bits of musical segments and everything to try to make the music. It's music layered on music, layered on music. There's music, sound effects, all this kind of shit, and it's all happening at once in various intervals. Is this a jump cut? Is this what a jump cut looks like? And so people don't like people who do dubstep because they think that basically they are pressing a button, but they don't realize that there's tens and tens of hours that are put into this shit. CGP Grey, which is a wonderful YouTube channel, teaches me a lot of shit about a lot of shit. CGP Grey said that it takes him about an hour for each 1 minute of video that you see on his channel, and I think he has a different job as well. He doesn't just do the YouTube shit. And if he could go ahead and just make enough money off of YouTube, then I would be able to see more of his stuff. I would be able to see more of his stuff, and I would be able to learn more. You know, YouTube is a very viable channel for learning now, which is one of the things that the people at Idea Channel keep bringing up. There's tons of work that goes into this stuff. Michael from Vsauce said that it usually takes him about 3.5 hours to put together each of his videos whenever he cuts them together in Final Cut Pro. It takes the Vsauce 2 guy, I think his name's Kevin, it takes him even longer to put together his channel, his videos, because he does BDP and he does Mindblow and this type of stuff. And he has to splice together a lot of shit, whereas Michael stares at the camera and talks the vast majority of the time that he's doing his videos. He does some jump cuts whenever necessary, but he does a very minimal amount of that shit. The guy from Vsauce 3 releases videos even less often because it takes him even longer to put together all his videos, because he has to take several video formats. He can't just take shit off of the computer. He's got to take shit off of Android phones. He has to take shit off of console games. He has to take shit off of his TV, capture stuff from his TV, capture all these different screen informations, and then plop them all together into one big video with a whole shitload of cuts and everything. And it takes a long time to do this kind of shit. Epic Mealtime spends $200 an episode on their fucking meal, on that food, and then they gotta cook it, and it takes them an entire crew to cook it, and usually takes them like 6 hours to cook it. And then after they're done cooking it, then they eat it, but that's not the end of the whole thing. After they cook it and they eat it, then they have to splice together that video. They have an entire crew doing that shit. You know who else has an entire crew to put together the channels that they do? Idea Channel has an entire crew to put together the channel that they do. SciShow has an entire crew to put together the channel that they do. Mental Floss has an entire crew to put the channel together the channel that they do. Not a whole lot of people on YouTube do this alone anymore. And so it just goes to show you that it's actually incredibly difficult to make enough money to live on YouTube, for one, and for two, it's incredibly difficult to put together the YouTube videos in the first place. I'm doing lots of jump cuts with this thing because I'm doing the whole thing on my iPad, and it's going to be easy for me to import it into iMovie and everything, and I'm trying the best that I can to make my videos be higher quality, even though that's impossible because I'm a very, very boring man. But besides that, like, people just don't understand the amount of effort that gets put into the YouTube videos that they watch. So in summary, there are several reasons why I just don't like this new policy that's come out. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about in the first place, I probably should have told you that before I even started this whole big thing. But basically, Nintendo is going to take all of the money from everybody that is making a Let's Play of a Nintendo game. So if you use too much footage of a Nintendo game inside a YouTube video, then they will take all of that money away. There's several reasons why I don't think that this is a good decision. They're probably well within their rights to do so. They're probably not doing anything illegal. But we as YouTubers, we as individual people, because of companies like Google and YouTube, have the power to do something about it. I personally am going to boycott Nintendo. All of Nintendo's products. I'm not going to buy a Wii, a Wii U, a fucking anything. I'm not going to buy anything related to Nintendo until they get their head out of their ass on this thing, because it's just wrong. It's just something that I just don't like. I just don't believe in. I think that the issue, whenever people say that people should just people should just get a real job instead of taking a job on YouTube, is really, really dumb. By that same line of thought, every single person who is on TV should get a real job as well, because they're just working on a different screen, a TV screen instead of a computer screen. And that's just dumb. That's a really, really dumb way to think of things. But so being an internet celebrity is somehow less than a TV celebrity, because, you know, even if you get more views, that's another weird thing. Even if you get more views on your YouTube channel that you created, that it takes you 10 hours per video to put together, even if you get more views than somebody on TV, TV people are still just better. They're just better because they're better. So fuck you. And that's just a really, really bad line of thought. That's a really, really bad way to think. I think it's just outright incorrect. So the people who think that you should get a real job whenever they're talking about Let's Players on YouTube, that's dumb. That's a really dumb way to think. And if you have never put together a video that has gotten as many views as like somebody like Markiplier or something like that, if you've never put together a video that is of that quality and everything, then you obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Just like I have no idea what it's like to be a black man, because I was born a white man. And that's just the way that the cookie is crumbled. Until I get a very, very good makeup artist and a lot of different waivers, I'm not going to be able to know what it's like to be a black man. So don't sit there on your armchair, being an armchair quarterback, backseat driver, fucking telling somebody who you have no idea how they live that they should get a real job. In addition to everything else in this economy, I really think that the people who are making money on YouTube are doing a very, very good thing, because it's there leaving room for you shit-tucking morons to go ahead and fill those positions as Walmart cart pushers and the like. And besides, everybody could use, everybody has that last resort of going into the military. If that is not, in fact, your first resort, I know it was my last resort, because I was in the fucking military for 4 years, which is much less than people who are in 8 years, and besides, I was in the Navy, so that makes me a big flappy vagina anyways. But the people who are saying that you should get a new job, you should get a real job, it's really dumb to say, for a variety of different reasons, including the fact that if they get a real job, that's one less job for somebody who doesn't have the luxury of being on YouTube and everything, for having that video equipment, the free time to take 10 hours out of their day to put together a YouTube video for other people. I mean, that is solid, real work. If you've never put together a YouTube video of that quality, then you have no idea that that is solid, real work. It takes me a whole weekend to put together a video, the majority of the time that I would do it, so I didn't even know how they do it that fast. And like I said, my YouTube videos are shit. They're really shitty. I know that I don't get any fucking views, and I don't deserve the views, because I don't put in the solid effort that these guys do. The solid effort, the production quality. I don't buy all the sound equipment and everything that that they do. So I just don't deserve the views that they get. So I don't expect them. And I don't expect to get any money. I can tell you that I can't give you a solid number on how much money I've made on YouTube, but basically I couldn't even buy a fucking candy bar with it because I just haven't made enough. So if you don't know, if you're saying that, then that's just a dumb thing to do. In this economy, they really should have these creative ways to make money. All these people that are doing creative things to make money, the extreme couponers, the people on Amazon.com's Mechanical Turk, the people that do surveys online for money, the people that do Gig Walk and the other iPhone apps that allow you to go around and do random ass tasks. Task Rabbits. These people work for their money and they do them in correct ways. I don't know why here in America it's okay for you to get a job, which is taking money from a person who is richer than yourself, but it's not okay to make your own job. It's not okay to start a business or something like that because that automatically makes you evil somehow. That's a really, really, really fucking dumb way to think. Nintendo, their whole thing with how they think that just because somebody is showing footage of their video game, that is somehow another their property. They're probably right, but people play video games for the gameplay for the most part. Even Heavy Rain is a game where there's so many different things that can happen, and so a lot of people will play the game so they can play the game. Not a lot of people play the game just to see the cinematics and everything of the sort. And so whenever you watch it on a Let's Play video, that doesn't give you automatic position or automatic permission to go ahead and not buy that real game. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, especially whenever Nintendo makes video games that aren't very graphically impressive, but are very gameplay impressive. So, Nintendo games are very, very graphically impressive. They're not very gameplay, or they're very gameplay impressive, not very graphically impressive. You play Nintendo games for the gameplay. You don't play them. There's not a whole lot of Nintendo games which graphically just blow me away. You know, you usually don't play. You know, they're definitely not works of art. There's no Nintendo game that even compares to something like BioShock Infinite or something like that, because people. I mean, BioShock Infinite was in itself a work of art. So whenever it comes to Nintendo's games, a lot of people play it for the gameplay, not the graphics. And with indie games coming out left and right that are pixelated and stuff like that, have horrible graphics, but it's all gameplay and it's all fun, that kind of shit. I mean, that's a definite sign that people play games for the gameplay a lot of the times and less for the graphics. Like I said, even with Heavy Rain, which is 98% cinematics, and Metal Gear Solid 4, which is 98% cinematics, it's still amazing to have that controller in your hand and be struggling as Solid Snake trying to get from point A to point B whenever he's crawling on the ground, just trying his damnedest to get to and stop Metal Gear and everything. I mean, I play that for the gameplay. I didn't play it for the graphics. I didn't play it for the cutscenes and everything like that. They were awesome, but all of it was part of the experience. And I couldn't possibly think of sitting there and watching somebody else play Metal Gear Solid 4 and then watch them play it the whole way through and then go, well, now that I've watched that, I never have to play it myself. I don't think anybody does that. And so that's at least all of the reasons that I can think of that anybody that says that YouTubers should get a real job is a fucking moron. And Nintendo, the thing that they're doing with taking money away from Let's Players just because they're showing footage from their games, that's bullshit. They're showing footage from games. Even whenever I was learning about this, the YouTube video that taught me about all this kind of shit, and like I said, I learned about this stuff from YouTube. I learned a lot of shit from YouTube. A shocking amount of shit from YouTube. But the YouTube video that taught me about this kind of shit, they were showing all the stuff with Kirby's Big Ball of Yarn, whatever, the Mario RPG. They were showing Super Mario World. They were showing all these different games in the background, and the whole time I was thinking, man, that really makes me want to play the games. I didn't like look at those scenes and then go, oh man, now I don't have to play the games. It's just what they're doing is incredibly fucking dumb. Or incredibly stupid. They may be well within their rights to do so, but I just think it's dumb. It's wrong. People, whenever they play games, they play it for the gameplay, especially with Nintendo games. Nintendo games are usually all gameplay, no graphics type of thing. I mean, fuck, Paper Mario was one-dimensional for the most part, so there's like very little programming in it, and that kind of shit shows. So whenever people play games, play it for the gameplay, not for the graphics, not for the cinematics, especially whenever it comes to Nintendo games. Whenever people tune into Let's Play channels, they tune into Let's Play channels for the cult of personality behind. I mean, whoever the fuck is talking on camera, that's what they're tuning in for the Let's Play channels for. So I personally am going to boycott Nintendo until they get their head out of their ass. I suggest you boycott Nintendo until they get their head out of their ass, because they are stealing money from people's pockets. They are stealing food off of people's tables, who are literally putting tens of hours into each individual fucking video that they make. I mean, I want you to go right now, go and find PewDiePie on YouTube and ask him how much time it takes him to put all the little cuts together and make his videos, because I bet you anything he'll fucking tell you, and it'll be way more than you think it is. And then you'll realize that this guy is really fucking working for a living, that he is really putting his best foot forward. He's trying his damnedest to put these fucking videos out for you guys. And you ungrateful dicks think that he should get a real job. You know, like, I don't know, McDonald's, Walmart, fucking Dollar General or some shit like that. He should get a real job, and that's horse shit. That guy is putting tons of fucking time into what he's doing. And by that train of thought, you know, Daniel Tosh should get a real job. Any fucking stand-up comedian should get a real job. It's all bullshit. Get your head out of your ass. Nintendo, get your head out of your ass. If you disagree with me, you're wrong, but go ahead. Put your shit down in the comments. I'm not going to come to your house and beat you up. Chances are, if I come to your house, you'll beat me up. I have no idea how strong you are. But go ahead. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about this whole bullshit. I highly recommend that you boycott Nintendo until they get their head out of their ass. Take a good long think before you leave a comment, because what you're going to realize is that you're probably incorrect whenever it comes to, I mean, saying that people should get a real job, that kind of sort of shit. If you disagree with me, you're probably incorrect here. The logic just doesn't stand up to the very basis of logical stuff. You can actually see my TV screen inside my glasses. That's weird. Anyways, I think it's just my reflection. The reflection of the screen, reflection off of you. Anyways, so leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this bullshit that I make, because I make horrible, horrible, horrible videos, and they're all terribly long and boring, and I'm a terribly boring human being. Like this video if you actually like this video, and if you do, you should probably get your brain checked. You should probably dislike this video even if you do like this video, because this is a horrible video. But I just wanted to throw my hat into the ring and say I'm boycotting Nintendo, and you should too. So, like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah, dislike, most likely. Bye.